So what does this all mean for the rest of us? Oakland County or Oakland University political science professor Dave Dulio joins us live to weigh in. Look, I thought we were seeing the fireworks at Comerica Park in Seattle. Well, we're seeing them in D.C. It is day 10. Look, the longest shutdown has gone 35 days, but does this feel any different compared to some of the previous shutdowns?
It feels like it's going to be longer, right? There is just no breakthrough. That breakthrough is something that is incredible wishful thinking. We would just like a little crack in the ice right now that might send a signal that either side is willing to even consider some sort of compromise, and I just don't think we're going to be there.
What are some of the 2 or 3 things that you have noticed that maybe people at home need to pay attention to that are on the table here that are at stake?
Well, in terms of the shutdown and what it is going to be impacting, right, we're starting to see the real impacts where folks are going to start to get laid off, right? That's a step that we haven't seen in previous shutdowns. Folks might start to see delays in benefit payments, whether those are Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security checks could be delayed, not because the money's not there, but because we've furloughed or laid off the folks that do the processing, right? SNAP benefits, food stamps, right? That sort of stuff could get delayed. So that's where we really start to see people feel it on a day-to-day basis, right? And if those things happen, massive amounts of people will start to feel this impact.
Look, I feel like we've already seen a lot of people get laid off anyway from government office, from government jobs, you know, in the early days of this administration. Do you even think that's an effective message for either side? So
I think the move from furloughed workers to laid off workers has 2 important components to it. Number one, it lets President Trump continue to go down a path that he's wanted to reach a goal of shrinking the size of the federal government. The other dynamic is, and Hillary Golston mentioned this in the piece earlier in the show, that all these workers are represented by unions. As you know, that's a key constituency of Democratic lawmakers and Democratic candidates for office. So if unions really start to see their membership impacted, I wonder if those union leaders go to the Democratic lawmakers and say, hey, look, our folks are getting hurt. You need to make a deal, or you need to vote for this clean continuing resolution so we can fund the government and get those folks back to work.
You mentioned this feels different from other shutdowns, but is there a shutdown at all that you maybe can compare this to, that you have learned about, that may draw some sort of connection?
I think the one that we can point to, the players are sort of the same, right? Yeah. President Trump's first term, 2018 into 2019, that 35-day shutdown. But it's different this time because that one ended because Trump pretty much gave in. I don't think that he or congressional Republicans are gonna budge, right? Yeah. I think, and in part because they are in charge, and the House Republicans will say, look, we've already done it. We have passed a measure that will open the government. All the Senate's got to do is agree to it, and we'll be back in business.
Look, at this rate, don't be surprised if the Tigers go to the World Series before this shutdown ends, right?
Love to see it.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, Dave Dulio, always a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming in the studio. Taryn.